can SVG stay in the top 4 seed area of the NASCAR playoffs with only 6 races remaining left in the regular season?
I think so. It's going to be a little tougher though because you got some tracks coming up that guys like Christopher Bell, William Byron, Ryan Blaney are all right behind him in the playoff standings, but that can easily win at. And no offense to Shane, but he's probably has one more victory in him, possibly not in the whole season. I think he's got at least two with the Roval, obviously late in the playoffs. But yeah, I think he can easily stay up there. You know how impressive it really is to have that many playoff points just on wins and was it one stage win, two stage wins? And he would have more, obviously, if he didn't flip the stages. It reminds me a lot of, this shows just how important two playoff points are. A 2021 Kyle Larson, I don't even know how many he had, but I think it was in the 30s heading into the playoffs. So, yeah, shout out to like Shane. Really, I think that team now Trackhouse has got to focus on for the rest of the regular season is there's not going to be a lot of flipping stages, obviously, because of the way the schedule is. They only do that really on road courses. But I think they got to really focus more on stage points now than finishing results. I know that sounds a lot, but try to keep getting more as many points as possible. And I think a prime example of that today was someone like Bubba Wallace, who ended up like 26th or something, but he still scored more points than Ryan Preece, who he's battling on the cut line, who finished 12th because he stayed out and got 15 stage points, much needed for that battle. And it shows how important it is. That's single-handedly keeping Bubba Wallace in. That is how good he's been during the stages. His results obviously haven't been the same. But for Shane, I think he's got to have a similar focus to that. Just get as many points as possible. Because no offense to him, but on the ovals, he's not going to really finish in the top 15. He has a couple times. I know Martinsville almost had a top 10, but he's just got to work on getting as many points as possible and then do the same thing you did today, same thing you did at Mexico City. Even Cody, he had a very good performance as well. Excuse me. Just all the road courses, Shane van Gisbergen. He's just got to keep doing what he's doing. But yeah, the points. He's just get as many points as possible, Shane. He's now up to 26th in the standings. Doesn't seem as bad. He's getting closer to Josh Berry, closer to Austin Cindric, guys who have won already. So you can't really say that conversation like, oh, he's so far down in the points. But, he's getting closer and closer to these guys who have already won races this season. I know he's got 3 of them, and he's up to, 26th in the standing. So I want to hear your take on that, Joe. Just kind of what does he do from here on out?
Yeah, as you mentioned, he's 26 in the points, 17 playoff points. You look at the playoff points, the most still Kyle Larson, 23. Then you got Denny Hamlin, 19, and he's ahead of Christopher Bell by 1 point. Considering those are the only drivers that have 3 wins each, unless we see another driver get 2 more wins and just start dominating races, I think it's going to be really hard for them to get around Shane van Gisbergen. I mean, even William Byron, who is the points leader right now in the standings, only 12 playoff points. As FGG could go ahead and do as you say, position himself. If there's a caution at Dover next race weekend and most of the teams are pitting before the stage break and he could go out there, maybe put himself in a situation where he could get some stage points and especially that elusive playoff point, oh man, that's going to be a big opportunity for him to go out there, get that, build that up. Because I think if he is in one of the top 4 seeded spots, he's going to be pretty safe unless he just crashes out at Darlington, has a horrible race in the first 2 races of the round, and gets eliminated. If he has a solid race at Darlington and then goes on to, I believe it's Gateway and then Bristol, I mean, he said in post-race, he might have well been driving backwards that he was so horrible. But if he could have 2 solid races and a good day at Bristol, all of a sudden, he is in the round of 12. You got the Roval. He's going to do pretty good at that. If he gets a win, you're in. So even if he has a lousy round, get through that. And to be in the round of 8, 1-8 shot at a championship, that's going to say something for a rookie. And this will be the first time we'll have such a rookie in this format of championship seasons where in the past we had the old Chase before the playoff picture was introduced, and then of course the Winston Cup era, where really Jimmy Johnson was like one of the only few times a rookie was leading the points. 3 wins, just that was it. And SVG, he could still get a 4th win potentially with Watkins Glen coming around the corner.